Hey everybody, it's TotalGamerJunkie and I welcome you all back to my channel. Now, when we last left off, I nearly beat the not Harriet Jones, but the other Witch Queen, that thing, or Blood Clot Demon, or you know, and I died. Now, when I last played this game, it was on the 7th of the 15th, so that's July 15th. Right now, we're in October. So what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty sure, can I like fast travel now? Because not only do I have to fill up on health potions and stamina potions, I need to do this all over again by figuring out how to not only, like, I need to level up, at the same time I need to also figure out the controls. Alright, that's LT, yeah. LB's the shadow thing. Alright, so how do I... Store has been unlocked, so I can... How do I activate Vampire Sense? There we go. So Y is to stay. X to attack, circle is to transport. Yeah. Pretty sure I hold... What do I hold to run? It's B. This door has... Alright, so these doors have been unlocked, so that will make it easier for when I walk in. You know, like when I have to come here, so where it's going to go out. Do I have any side quests? Considering I killed everyone off, you know. It's like, how was I supposed to know killing that one? I was only trying to kill bad people, and yet everyone just fucking copped it in that one thing, and then I was just like, fuck it, let's kill everyone. I doubt there's any side quests to do. Find the safe key and find the second part of your father's testament, like. So hopefully we can kill some scows and all that. Alright. How the hell do I get out of here? Is it up here? No, instead of come back the way I came. How do I check like the little... Because that's the way where I talk to that fucking horned guy, who I assume is the one who turned me into a vampire, because Jonathan's sister mentioned that. Damn,
Bridget. Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Yeah, because Jonathan turned Mary into a vampire. That's why she could hear his voice in his head. Oh god, alright. Some of this old stuff. Bullets. Can't I reload this? No, the bullets. I don't know where I'm going. Jesus Christ. How the hell do I get out of here? Seriously. I'm just going in circles now. I went up there. What's this here? I got shillings. The hell? Alright, this map has to like... maybe going up this way I can... Anyone here? No. Ah, god damn it, this is so frustrating. Some shillings. Can't use, don't have any bullets, so I'll just have to use a stake. And let me just check my... This one's Shadow Veil, we'll just replace that with... What's that? You trade the instant health gain for greater. You've lost. Oh wait, that's the one I had equipped over there, wasn't it? Yeah, and so this one, what can I get for this one? I think that will work on them. Need to find a bed and sleep so we can like level up. Oh, can I get out this way? Hopefully. Some vampire skills work better in synergy with other skills. Try different skill combinations and perform deadly combos. Out. I'm part out, I don't even know where I'm going.
It's locked.
Here we go.
It's all right.
Finally out. Let's go find someone to kill. I guess I should equip that. Sneak a bit, the shadow ability now, I guess, since I'm out here.
There's one. I'll hit you.
There's some blood. Well, let me just loot that. And a rogue scowl and oh, what? A Blumber did it say? Or Blinker? How do I jump down? Oh, it's stairs here. Okay. I really need their blood. I gotta be drinking their blood. That's how you mainly get XP. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I need to find a safe house. Alright, the hideout should be over here. So you can't fast travel in this game, I think, so... Oh, let me mark it on the map. Yeah, I gotta go out this gate. Head over to the workbench. Alright, don't need any more treatments. What I do need is, don't want light. Strong. Okay, strong one. Strong blood serum. I need watery rich blood sample for that. So that will regenerate instantly 140 points of blood. Okay. Increase the stamina regeneration rate by 150% by 15 seconds. I don't have enough for that, but some of this stuff I can dismantle, can't I? Yeah, here. Recycle all of this stuff. Yeah, so need. So I got 7 out of light. So then if I go to my inventory, where is it? Wait, go back to character. Here we go. Strong. What one's this? This is 500 health points. Okay. We are. What is all blood do? And I don't know why I just did that. Didn't even really say what the old blood does. Alright, that's stamina. Regenerate 800 points instantly, then 150 points over. That's good, so that one's up, while this one is a strong blood serum, but I'm pretty sure increased stamina regeneration because I really need more. 300 health points instantly, that's why I got equipped here, right? That's on that's 800 health points instantly. Let's just sit here and upgrade. What's this? That's 500 plus health. I already got that maxed out. Endurance, yes. It's level 5. Yeah, level that up for me. Heal. can I level this up more? No. Spend 0 points to reset. That means I can reset them all, or does it? Because I remember last time I fucked it up. So alright, that's a shadow. We don't want that one. That one's level 5. Looks like Venom there. You lose control for a short time. The beast teleports itself. You create a shadow vortex at a target speed, coming to life. The shadow interrupts enemy attack. Might as well go with this one. How much? Unlocked. There we go. Might as well just confirm that there. The following night. Oh my god, maybe I should have leveled up my blood bank instead. Yeah, the blood, I've leveled up the blood capacity completely, so. Got syringes there. Refill, so is this? No, I don't want that. This should be. Do I refill ammo? Refill all. Alright then. Alright, what weapon am I using? The dagger, what is it? Dragon Bane, then there's Rakesh's sword. Yeah, increased damage shot by 20%, absorb 5 blood points when the weapon hits, so it's fully upgraded. 45, 68, 749. So fully upgraded, but I don't have any ammo for it, which is bullshit. Ah, shit! Let's get the crap out of me. Fuck! Fucking whale came out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere, behind me. You know. How do I regenerate my health?
This is despicable.
What are my abilities again? There we go, that's how it's done. So I'll get rid of some marker, race, and then what's that one? You focus your power to boil target's blood. That's level 2. But you don't have blood, so it's going to be a bit of a problem if I don't have any blood. Ah! No one else is there. I don't know why I'm scared so much. There's a vampire. Handwritten prayer. Dear Lord, this is my prayer for my beloved Mother Gertrude Paxton. I think we killed her. Who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Until that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and go through each new day in honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton who let us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister for hearing me. Oh man, yeah, I'm pretty sure we killed someone called Gazelle. Yeah, and she's dead. Yeah. Alright, now let's head back down, and pretty sure it was this way, wasn't it? No,
I
it
cannot
was through
enter.
his hidden entryway. Oh yeah, his room was downstairs. Alright. Sorry about this, just haven't played in a while, so... Yeah, here it is. Alright, it's gonna be a while before we can level up, so... Might as well try to fight again with the serums we have. I could have sworn I was level 47 when I last played this. Oh well, I'm not complaining if I'm level 48. This? Ah, the shillings and grease. 2 and 2. What's over here? I got some bullets. I have bullets for my gun? No, I don't. Unless, I guess I'll have to look up a new gun then. And that has bullets. That decreases the reloading time by 25%. Alright, now let's try this again, shall we? Shit!
They took my daughter from me!
I'm still burning. How do I stop? How do I stop the burning? Red Queen's out for that.
This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Yeah.
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
Yeah.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives!
Yeah. Get up. Fuck. Fuck. I'm so bad at this. Right, up his heel, up his heel. That sounds like something Jesus would say.
Eat, for this
Yeah.
is my body.
No, I meant.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives. For this is my body.
Why did I push it out to get me there? Fuck. Yeah, come on, get the bud, get the bud.
They are so
Oh, man.
young, so tasty.
Fuck.
Such guilt. Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Just keep doing this, keep draining the blood.
Drink the land, give me more. They are
What's that thing?
so
Light
tasty.
stamina. Change that to regeneration serum. Do I have any more? Generate 100 blood points. Regenerate instantly, 140. Stamina. 300 health points. Oh, she's got sickles now. I didn't know so. What? I'm so confused now. Up regenerates health points and down regenerates stamina. Okay, I need strong blood serum. Okay, there we go.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Yeah.
Such innocence, such guilt.
Ah, shit. Now it's blood points, I'll just have to... Oops. Back. Strong stamina, alright, yeah. And light stamina.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Yeah, reload.
Feed your mother, child.
Fuck. Shit. No! No! Get out there! Heal, I steal. Heal. Alright. Shit. No, don't you.
Such innocence! Such guilt!
Oh, thank God I got it this time. Woo! Pumping right there. What? I missed what you said. Oh, you really think you could defeat me?
Do you think your champion defeated my child?
No one could ever defeat
What?
you,
Son?
mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother
Was it
of
the
us
second time I had to fight her and I defeated her?
Until the next time.
Ugh. Thanks to that new ultimate skill I got. That's probably why. Old Bridget.
So it's
Subtitles.
over then, young Ekon.
'Cause I like to read it.
You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever
Redgrave. Is that the
by
leader of the
making me
vampires?
drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too.
No, you do not love her.
Now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic,
Yes, you
but I
shall
still
not tempt
need
me, the
answers
she-vampire.
from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Thought it froze then when the sound just went. I was like, oh, are you shitting me?
London has been cleansed.
No.
This catastrophe came about when an ancient
Don't you
malignant will
quit
cross
after I've
paths with
beaten the
mortal
Red Queen,
imprudence.
I swear to God.
For now, we are safe.
Quick, why are you freezing?
For now, my craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again.
I want to skip it.
London has been cleansed
If
for
my
now, but
something
there's a
might happen,
simmering
like, the
hatred,
game might
fear,
freeze,
and
at the same
old
time I don't want
grudges.
something to happen.
When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch
Oh, I see the window there. Is that
the woman I love, to understand why she fled,
Alright, so
unmask
okay,
the
I think
secret
we're
that has
nearly
been lurking in her blood for so
done
long.
here, are we? Or something? I'm not sure. Don't know if it's nearly over or not. Honestly, with how hard the Red Queen was, I don't think I'll ever be able to successfully finish a playthrough where I don't kill a single person.
Well, this is it. Lady
probably gonna have
Ashbury's
to
domain.
Find why Elizabeth
Why am I
Spock
not
creates
surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
There's me, what did it say? Me app or something?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep.
Yeah, I want to know who she is.
It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her.
What are you to her?
You
Be like your
have
actual
prevailed,
mother?
my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her?
Blood mother
Her
or-
counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother.
Ah, okay, yeah.
My dreadful
Biological
and
son.
sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen. Pray she never fully
disaster.
awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer
Or is
such
it
a
a
question.
female, or are they? No, I don't know.
Have you the answer?
Oh, icons. Yeah.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster has been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics,
This is
or
not
if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon
that
the
was
lie
Lord
of a
Redgrave then.
lineage. Such a deceit cannot
The
last
one who wanted me
forever.
to turn the old man.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire
Yeah,
it.
what happened to the Brotherhood?
Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
Edgar? Are you serious?
In a manner, you opened the way for him by slaying Usher
It's
Talltree.
Edgar. Was he the doctor?
Clever, if you had planned it. But a mistake most sinister if you did not.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped
Yeah.
their two great
See
hunts.
Elizabeth.
Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons
Is this like
and to bid
speak
them
English?
farewell.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language.
Tell me more
Perhaps
about
you
it.
now have so many subtle
Then
words
tell me who
you
your
no
sons
longer
are.
hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You
Yeah,
are
is he still
strong,
alive,
Jonathan
or-
Reed. A champion of your time, chosen
Are
to
you
defeat
William
a
Marshall?
threat spawn of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the
Who
serum.
are your sons?
But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
What? Yeah, we're just
Who are your
puppets, aren't we?
sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No, you are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas
What?
More? Guy Fawkes?
My
Isaac
progeny is
Newton, Isaac
scarce,
Newton.
for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a
What?
king. The blood of the champion I chose
Mind
to
blown.
save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny.
Alright.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Oh, God damn it.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you
Hopefully I'll be
found
able
the
to kill
castle,
you soon.
Jonathan Reed. Only you.
Yeah, as I
can
was gonna say,
answer.
before Elizabeth, like, she's probably gonna bring up
Farewell,
how
my
I killed her
I shall
adopted
dream
child.
about you soon.
What's that over there? Nothing. Can I go
It's
this
locked.
way, maybe?
The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Alright, there we go. Gonna go up here. No. What's this? Charlotte Ashbury, 18. Ah, yeah, there she is. That's what I killed, isn't it? Yeah, I think yeah. Robert Englewood. Don't know who that is.
Elizabeth
Mary
moved
Englewood.
Charlotte's body
It must be
here.
her parents.
Does she know something?
Oh, the mum died 78. So maybe the child was named after him. So, Ashbury, like, her name's Mary, isn't it? Lady Ashbury. I'm pretty sure it's no, Mary was the sister. Okay, no, I'm getting confused now. Where am I going? Up here, okay. Someone will be up soon, Jonathan. It's gonna burn you if you don't hurry. How am I gonna enter the castle? Oh, can I unlock the gate from this way? No. Alright. How am I gonna get in there? Can't enter that door there, so is there something here? No, okay. Go down there. Oh, what? Ah, here we go. London, 4th August 1865.
Maybe it's just my
Dear Lady
imagination,
Ashbury,
but I
thank you
think
for
I
your recent
smell
letter and all the
Elizabeth's
good news it
perfume.
contained. I cannot wait to finally
She
meet
must
you
be
when you
here
arrive
somewhere.
in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky, although I noted your wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome any day. We'll discuss frail health. No shit, she's vampire, wasn't it? We'll discuss this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies inspired by the French Maison Royale de St. Louis. Sadly closed when the French people chose, my God, I can't even write these words down, to cut their king's head off. Such a place destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me and my influence to help make your project a huge success. Yours ever sincerely, Countess Alexandria Somerset. That must have been from years ago, you know. That must have been from a nurse, you know, someone who didn't know she was a vampire. Well, a nun. Ashbury Castle, 1795. Shit, going back. Dear Mr. McAllister, as the new legal owner of the Ashbury estate, I intend to quickly engage in the overdue maintenance and repairs of the walls and the crypt of the castle among the few architects. Oh wait, there's a full stop there. Among the few architects I invited to send forth proposals, I was most impressed by your respectful approach concerning renovations on historical buildings and their preservation. I would be glad to meet you at the conference. My only request would be to speak to you directly and not your assistants. An evening of next month would be agreeable. You may come down to the castle, or I can meet you at the office as you prefer. If you agree to come to the castle, I could show you what kind of repairs and modifications I have at mind concerning the crypt, which may need considerable work and reconstruction. Very sincerely, Lady Ashbury. Alright, let's look at this. There she is, Portrait of Elizabeth Blackwood by...
Like most
Joan
castles,
and
this one has a
Oh,
crypt.
it's not her. It's see,
And
one
it
of her
holds something
relatives.
special inside.
1666 after all.
This castle is falling apart.
What? Okay, the secret
That sweet
passage.
fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Yes. Keep treating it like it's eagle vision. What painting? What painting looks suspicious?
This painting looks
Where?
suspicious.
Delicious. You mean that one? What painting was he talking about?
I have this thirst for blood.
And not those. Not any of those. Portrait of Lady Ashbury by Vincent van Gogh, 1885. What painting was it? Barrow Sanatorium, Scotland, 27th July 1909. Dear Lady Ashbury, I thank you for your previous letters and ardent discussions about vampire folklore. It's now obvious we share an opinion concerning scientific and modern approach towards the need for blood and the cure of addiction. I must confess I admire your charitable attitudes when I met you at the Doom Barrow Sanatorium, and I'm still impressed by your kindness when talking with humble and poor patients. I was delighted to read about the position of administrator at the Pembroke Hospital you financed since its founding. After a few days of deliberation, back to the busy streets of London after years of public service in the beautiful but far quieter Scotland. I will be glad to meet you there and discuss with you further about immortality, its advantages and disadvantages, and how to enhance your condition. I look forward to our next meeting. Yours sincerely, Dr. Edgar Swansea. Oh, that's right, Edgar Swansea was that doctor guy. What painting was I looking at? What's this? Old contract. Inverness II, 1807. Miss Ashbury. Last communicated asked for the conveyance of a large coffin from Temple Church, London to the crypt of Ashbury Castle, Scotland. I'm happy to report your quest has finally been validated. My drivers have been informed that for security reasons, guards must always... Okay, so I gotta activate sensors, okay, yeah. That's how I got the painting, alright. In London, they also have been informed that under no circumstances should the carriage try to pass a river by boat, but always by road and bridges, for the precious wood and the relics inside the coffin cannot be exposed to humidity and moisture. You'll find a detailed quote from the entire operation attached to this letter. We are all ready to go to London as soon as payment is received in full. Very respectfully, Samuel Lewis, Independent Contractor. What am I? Oh, okay, I'm looking at this. Locate the secret passage.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
I'm sure I tried the doors upstairs.
This is despicable.
Ah, it just unlocks these ones. Oh wait, yeah. Picture of Lady Ashbury in Paris, 1888, when the Eiffel Tower was still being constructed. No, it's... Nope. Why am I going? I'm going in circles now. There's a door over here, yeah, and now that's unlocked. Sucks that you can't just jump down from places, you know? Alright, now I'm just gonna... Portrait of Elizabeth and Jacob Blackwood in Vasily, 1788. Probably behind the fireplace was... Is it? Oh, okay, it's probably behind the... I just need to find the moon now. What's that?
One last switch, and...
It's a flower.
What are these symbols? I can
That's
feel
not
a
gonna work,
mechanism,
so I
but
need
it
a
doesn't
moon,
work.
right?
Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
There we go. So, moon and sword. Okay.
One last
feeling,
switch.
You know, creepy places like this, fireplace is always one of the places you'd expect a secret passageway to be.
Voila.
Oh, I gotta scroll up and down. Okay. Ancient Tome. 1217. An angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night in all his glory. Shaved in glorious blood to grant me eternal life at the dusk of my life. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by the divine gift, I felt the ground only to awake. I fell to the ground only to awake the next life. You will serve me as he served your king, said the angel before striking me with all of his power. You will protect this land for the eons to come. For all who know me, I should hide a retreat, where they consider me dead soon. I will leave a company of men to serve my new purpose. Blessed be God, more like blessed be devil. 1350. That's 1217, 1350. My retreat under Temple Church and asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere. The Black Death and epidemic to punish mortals all over the world. My arm is strong. In the name of God, I shall smite the enemies of mankind. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. 1569. It is almost 20 years since my fight with the devil, and the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague, the death reappears in the village. Won't let this land collapse until my last breath or so. 1578. Wow, okay, so I'm just gonna let you all read this. Here we go, just you all wanna pause it. Look at all this. Pause so you can just all and there's the Brotherhood of St. Paul's. Stoll finally agreed to meet me. What the hell is this? My Elizabeth, she told me she had drunk the antidote about a year ago in France after witnessing and taking part in the massacre. She promised she would take care of me now. My dearest daughter came back recently bought a castle. I don't know what that all is, but it's probably definitely related to the plot, and me not reading it is like, I'm gonna be like, what? So confused.
Drop your sword. You have nothing to be afraid of.
What the hell is this? William Marshall's her dad? What?
Shall we abandon this then?
Her birth dad or
Shall
just
we
one
lower
turned
our
into a
heads?
vampire?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest.
I'm gonna have
I'll
to
take
fight
care
her,
of
aren't
it.
I?
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you
I'll
called
just say
him
cool on
father.
subtitles.
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it once and for all.
Is here.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Yeah, someone's definitely gonna find you here.
Are you not
Sooner or
afraid
later.
someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to
Really? Ooh. Shouldn't the fire be hurting him if it's over there? It's like, can vampires feel heat or... I don't know.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Harriet or something.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
But you had your whole life there.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Especially
does she
after
know
my dear
that I
Charlotte
killed
was
her,
murdered.
or...
I have
Probably
destroyed
gonna
the
have to fight
disaster,
her, am I?
this
Oh, no.
creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
No. London is doomed. The East End, Whitechapel, the West End. So many districts gone. And soon the whole country will follow.
This city has been rotten to the core for so long. If it wasn't this plague, it would have been wiped out by another catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood
Is
of
he
my
dangerous?
father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Wow, okay.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
Oh, so that's who it was in the
No
book.
redemption, then.
And yet
Why
he
hide
thinks
him
he has
if he's
been offered
dangerous? Can't you
immortality
just
by
kill
the
him?
angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could
He
I not
gave you
take
an
care of
antidote.
him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You
Can a
feed him.
vampire drink another vampire's
You
blood? or-
barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the
suppose I
dying,
do,
yet
so-
you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He
Can
said
we
the
cure him?
same.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
No, us. What about us?
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back.
I don't love you.
Like the newborn fool you were.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury. And that's all I wish to be.
Yeah, I want to know more, damn it.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon.
Not really, but you know,
you
that's probably all I'm
satisfied?
gonna get from you, so alright, I'll take it.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John.
Didn't say
It
I'd
is
kill
such
him.
a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak.
At the
For my
chat.
hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing
He just wants to try
is
and eat
fine,
me.
sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
Yeah, how'd you find him?
King Richard and Boadicea. How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
Yeah, did it work? Don't think so. Oh, it
And
did?
did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
she still has like the blood of hate in her, then it didn't really work. It was more like a state of execution, you know, like it slowed down the process, you know, or
I
made it
found
lie
and
dormant.
defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
And you defeat it.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
Yeah. Who? Oh, what shit? No. It was big.
I found and
Then may I call you?
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
You
Sorry about
also
that.
defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
Pudding Lane, okay.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Okay then,
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
yeah. Who is
Do
she?
you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but you met her, did you not?
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Okay then.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and
He's a
shrieking
vampire,
beaks.
isn't he?
I have never seen such a creature.
Are they talking about
What are you
vampires?
talking
I'm
about?
completely
Of
lost now.
course, you've never seen a creature like them.
Yeah.
Vampires are deadly, swift, and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Back. You tell me about.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left, to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Yeah, God, it's taking too long.
We could set you free.
Let's
let
kill
you
him
out.
already.
Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father.
Can't say I'm too upset because
And to you also, Jonathan.
oh,
What do you
she's
mean?
gonna kill me, isn't she?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you
Oh, she's
put
gonna burn
it.
herself.
The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Bye-bye.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
What?
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done.
Alright, well, I've just gone fucking evil.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
Alright, so I take it this is like to be like the bad ending of just evil. Bye-bye. Now the screen's got the black. Or is it fading to black? I'm not sure.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing.
Yep.
You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Not anymore, or a taste for blood. Complete the game. Alright, complete the game. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Bit disappointed I didn't get to beat Vadreen or whatever his name was, Michael, you know. Anyways, I just hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next video. So I can see if it was there. So I hope I'll see you all on the next one. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm just really glad I finally got to finish it. This is TotalGamerJunkie. Signing